I'm Dinesh Kashyap, and this is 5 Minute Kitchen. And today we've got a special guest, and that is Ed Minovich. He's the concertmaster of the Regina Symphony Orchestra. We're very, very proud that he's coming.
Ho, 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 hey! Thank you very much for inviting me. I brought some treats from my old country. That's why I'm a little bit late for the show. I had to fly to Moscow and bring all these things.
So you brought it just now from Moscow?
Just now.
Incredible.
You came from
the
Himalayas.
We are so honored, yes.
Himalayas, especially here
to cook turkey. That's what I came, you know.
Is that turkey?
Yes.
It is a special turkey.
This is the special.
Tell us the recipe. What's the name of the recipe?
From the Himalayas all the way to cook turkey.
Oh, how would it sound in Himalayan?
It will be saundarya, beautiful.
Saundarya, beautiful.
Turkey, butter turkey. Saundarya, butter turkey.
Butter turkey. Thank you so much.
Okay, adding the cream.
Oh, that's probably the most important. No?
And that is the most important, right?
Oh yeah.
And so, it was a little delayed.
People think that just tea there grows.
Exactly.
Salt grows there.
The best salt in the world comes from the Himalayas.
The salt trees,
Yes, exactly. It's just about ready there, and all I have to do now, the two things I've not added. You always, in Indian cooking, in this kind of a cooking, you always add the salt the last, because that before the salt is added, it does its thing, it does its cooking and all that. Okay. And you don't want the cream that you put to separate and all that. And that's why the salt is put at the very end. So that's what I'm going to do now, is add the salt.
Is that to call salt?
Tell us how you've made this chicken, this Indian turkey, and what's the name of it again?
Saundarya.
Saundarya.
Butter turkey. Right?
Beautiful. So what's the recipe been in so far to get to this stage?
Take the butter, and the butter was melted and taken to a high temperature, and then we added all the spices.
And what are the spices again?
And the spices were cumin seed. That was the first to be added. Then we fried that a little, and then the cumin powder, coriander powder, and garam masala.
What's garam masala?
Garam masala is a mix of masalas, but it has got a funny name, garam masala, and it is the most exotic of the spices,
Yes. Probably 20, 30 spices here, right?
There are a lot of spices, So if you want to get away from, all those hundreds of bottles of spices, garam masala.
This is all done for the food bank today. This is food for friends. So tell us, what do you think about the food bank? Is it a worthwhile thing?
I'm very pleased to be part of it because, my wife is the one who, always gives a lot of food to the food bank. And I don't know, she has a lot of fun doing these things. I'm thinking about the people who, can enjoy it and all this different, imagine if you all your life you ate only BLT, the best.
Yes.
And now you have, again, what the name is?
Garam masala.
Garam masala.
Right.
Can I be like,
yes, it changes it.
It's so exotic, it's so beautiful. I can't wait to try that turkey. So, and just, this is wonderful. Just imagine that people can enjoy this food, in the cold time of Christmas. And not cold time, it's warm time. It's outside, it's cold. Now, all the spices, they would probably give you a lot of special feeling about this because you will never forget the taste of this food. Okay, and Saundarya.
Butter turkey.
Violinists, they say, oh, that's nice. And what do you... And then they would ask me exactly the same question what you ask me. What kind of job do you do in your life? Because they don't take it seriously. To be a violinist is more like a joy. And some people think, they're enjoying so much in their life that, I know they're starving, they need the food bank for themselves too. But no, being a professional musician, it's like cooking all the time. Because it's warm, tastes good, and it brings people joy. And can imagine, you get together at the table, yes. You hear wonderful music, Beethoven.
For Ed to try, and then we're going to have some rice with it today.
Yes.
Now I'm going to add a little sour cream to the top of it. On top of that, the most important thing is the cilantro. Now, cilantro is the most used spice in the world. Yes.
So what's the title of the dish again, Dinesh?
Saundarya butter turkey.
Some animals are waking in me. So good.
So in closing, what's your final message for the holiday season here in Regina and Saskatchewan?
I think that you should do exactly what we're doing right now. Have a great, unbelievable food, exotic food, not food you usually, indulge yourself going to Tim Hortons maybe. I don't have anything against, but, something very exotic, like that turkey or butter chicken, and listen to the best music in the world. I think that's going to make your holidays very memorable.
With Ed at this time, because he's got so much passion in everything that he does. And I can say I've met a lot of musicians, being in the classical music for a long time, but he is just one of the finest musicians I have met, and one of the great teachers. He loves his students, and without love there is no teaching. So he has got an incredible amount of love there and passion which he takes to his students, and some of his students are becoming just absolutely fabulous. Some of them have actually joined the Regina Symphony Orchestra. This is a very important time of the year, and we don't want anybody going hungry, right? So please contribute to the food bank, because the poorest are the poor people in this city who will starve probably half of the time if the food bank wasn't there. Please donate generously.
Please do. It's the greatest thing you can do in your life.